Hey everyone, this is Aaron with The Final Touch. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to actually show you how my rinseless wash works and how good it does work. The products are just made using Dallas Paint Correction or DPC products, but they do come in a high concentration and you actually have to know where to get them. And I dilute everything down and put it in the ratios that I find that work extremely well, and not only to clean the car but to add protection to the car after the car is cleaned. I feel it is extremely great for cleaning ceramic coated cars, or even just cars that don't have a ceramic coating on it. You can use it to clean windows, you can use it to clean wheels, well, not necessarily tires, but I mean, you can if you really want to. You can use it to clean the body of the vehicle, clean the exhaust tips, wipe down door jambs, wipe down the door panels, the dash, any hard surface. You can use this rinseless wash on, and it will clean it and add a form of protection on it as well. It can possibly streak if you're using too much and not getting the residue off. That's one of the only downsides, but it's extremely easy that if you have streaking, it's extremely easy to get that streaking to actually go away. I use 3 different products to make my rinseless wash. I use one, the actual rinseless wash concentrate. Then there's a wax concentrate and an SiO2 concentrate. All 3 of them are mixed together in ratios that I find that works extremely well. And I am using distilled water to dilute them down, and which is highly recommended for dilution ratios for any chemical. It's based upon using distilled water because distilled water has nothing in it. But I'm going to show you the front end of my car. It is completely hammered with bugs right now. And I'm in my garage, and you can actually you may be able to hear some bugs flying around. There's a couple June bugs in here. Garage doors down. It's late in the evening. But I'm going to show you front end of my car. And if I can get the camera turned around. Alright, here you see the front end of my car is just absolutely hammered with bugs. It would actually be better if I ended up just using my pressure washer to clean it off, because pretty much all the bugs would just come off effortlessly. But I'm wanting to showcase the rinseless wash, show how great it still works in cleaning a car, because not everyone has a pressure washer available to them, and so I'm going to show just how easy it can clean a car. I'm not going to go through cleaning the whole car on video, but I am going to show a few areas just for examples of how effortlessly it works. Alright, my rinseless wash I do sell in gallon containers, pre-diluted, just so that it's ready to use. This is a gallon jug of it. It is kind of a light purple or like a lavender color. It's not completely full because I have poured it into this chemical sprayer that I actually include in my rinseless wash kit. And I do include a couple brand new towels as well. The towels will be either green, purple, yellow, or blue. They are these microfiber towels. These are my personal towels that have been used a bit, but they are clean. In the kit, you will actually be getting 5 brand new microfiber towels. And the way I find to be the best to clean the car is to take one of the towels. You're going to have two towels. One will be for washing it. The other one will be for drying the vehicle. And what I always found to be kind of the best for drying the vehicle is to always make sure that you use the shorter nap side for the drying of the vehicle. It helps with removing streaks if there are any left behind. For washing, you can use either side, either the longer weave or the short weave, doesn't really matter which. Just because of how many bugs there are, I am going to use the longer weave just for picking up the bugs, and then I can actually go back with the shorter weave to actually for the areas that aren't so riddled with bugs. And so the yellow towel will be my drying towel, and my blue towel will be the one I'm going to clean with. And you just pump up your chemical sprayer or the sprayer with the rinseless wash. And I'll go ahead and I'll just aim this right at the headlight for now. Because you can probably see there's bug splatter there, pretty good one. There's one here on the hood. There's some riddled all over the headlight. There's a pretty good big one there. You can actually still see a good bit of the bumper. There's big bug splatter here. There's another one over here. And I mean, there's tons of tiny ones everywhere. There's just a couple big ones in a few spots. But I'm actually going to go ahead and spray it. Just want to get full coverage. Just get a good mist on it. And then just let it kind of dwell for a little bit. It'll start to soften everything up. And you don't have to have it completely soaked to where it's running down. And I'll actually bring you in so that you can see. It's just basically just kind of beat it up everywhere. In fact, there's one of the bug splatters I'm going to get away. There's one there on the headlight, right there. And I mean, there's various ones that are kind of masked by the beating right now. But I feel that's fairly long enough. I'll actually go ahead and start wiping it off. And with the towel folded into 4 sections, you do have 8 cleaning sides to the towel. And if there's a little bit left over after you wipe the area, you can always just spray a little bit more on. But you never need a whole lot. I am just using one side of this towel for everything, since how the bumper is extremely beat up anyway. I'm not going to worry about any slight micro marring. My car has actually never been polished. The most I've done to this is I have clayed it, and that is the most I've ever done to this car. It is a daily driven car, and I haven't polished it intentionally just so I can show people that just with proper care of the vehicle, that you can end up keeping your car looking really good and not need to polish it all the time. I'll just take my drying towel and go over that area. Some areas I sprayed that I didn't fully wipe down, but I'm not worrying about doing the whole car for the video. I'll just bring you in and show you the areas that I did do. Now there is a little bit of residue here that you can still see. I could end up I can go ahead and hit it again and get the rest of it off. Majority of it came off fairly easy. I didn't have to scrub at all. I just kind of just wiped it away. As you can see, there's nothing on the headlight. The spot that was over here came away. There's a tiny bit of residue that I kind of missed wiping away, and it came off effortlessly just with my finger. It just moved it away. I didn't have to pick it with a fingernail or nothing. And everything here just came off. There are some rock chips and various things, and but I mean, as you can see, for the most part, everything just wiped away. I can actually go over it again and actually get it a little bit better. I'll go ahead and use a different side for the towel. The bug splatter that was on the hood, it looks like I will need to do at least a little bit of a clay. It may have been there long enough that I actually need to kind of polish it out. Bugs are highly acidic, and these bugs have only been on there for a couple days, and even just after one day they can start to wreak havoc on the paint. And so that's why I actually have this rinseless wash, is just so that you can be out on the road and be able to easily clean your car while you're out on a road trip. And here's another area. Normally I'll just spray the whole bumper and wipe it all in one go. But for the sake of the video, I'm doing it in small sections. There's a whole bunch of bug splatters everywhere right here, but I'll get all that wiped away. And I'm not trying to scrub it too much. I'd rather be a little bit more aggressive with an actual wash. The rinseless wash is just to hold you over until you can do an actual wash. And just to show everything here, like all this nastiness is bugs that I ended up wiping away. And I just wanted to show just how easy it is that it can end up wiping stuff away. If normally when I'm out on a road trip, I will end up, every time I stop to fill up gas, I'll clean the bugs off the front of my car again. And I normally end up at least twice, a minimum once a week, I'll end up cleaning the dust off of my car with my rinseless wash, just going over the whole car. Use one towel to pretty much wash the dust away and a second towel to dry it. And I'll quickly do a quick example on the windshield, show just how easy it can clean glass as well. Alright, I feel this is a pretty good example. Will be a good way to show how easy it can clean glass. As you can see, the bugs and stuff that are everywhere. Now I'll just give it a spray. Not really enough that it starts running down, but it's enough to get full coverage on everything. It may eventually start to run a little bit, but as you can see, I'm not just drenching the windshield, just soaking it. Now I'll go ahead and just wipe it away. On the windshield, you can go ahead and put a little bit more force. You can press as hard as you want, really, because you're not really going to scratch the glass very easily. But as you can see, there is still a good bit of residue left over. So that's when, now I just go back, grab my drying towel, and hand buff it to a streak-free shine. And there you have it. That whole side of the windshield is clean, and there we go. Now it's streak free. Whole windshield is clean, streak free, and will actually show very, very good hydrophobic properties, very much equivalent to what Rain-X does, if not better. It will last just as long as Rain-X. 1 or 2 rainstorms on the window. You'll actually notice that you won't have to use the windshield wipers as much. And I actually very rarely ever use my windshield wipers. I have not coated my windshield. The only thing I have used on my windshield is my rinseless wash that I wash my entire car with. This video is just to show the ease of use. You can order the Dallas Paint Correction products on your own if you wish, and try and come up with a dilution ratio that works for you, or you can just buy the pre-mixed kit from me locally if you're in the Wichita area, the Wichita, Kansas area. I don't try and make really anything off of it other than the time involved of actually mixing it together. If you want to order the products on your own, go to luxurymicrofiber.com and you'll be able to find the products there. But once again, this is Aaron from The Final Touch in Wichita, Kansas. Have a good one.